Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to go over the current champion chase, how it affects the current Tormin Titan event, as well as how it will affect you going forward into the Christmas fusion. So stick around for all that. So let's jump right into it. We're going to be looking at the current champion chase here. So right off the bat, we can see a very high threshold for some very high end rewards. There is a 2x ancient event, which is the perfect event going on to line up with the champion chase. So my first impression is actually looking at these rewards. They're quite generous for a 2x ancient event. Like 2700 here for a legendary book. Usually the first legendary book is between 3000 and 3500 regardless of the 2x ancient event. So this is quite generous, but obviously we get some of these snow points in here. So on second impression, I'm thinking that the higher tier snow points on all these events so far have really punished people for skipping. So if you skipped earlier, for example, the summon rush, from my notes, the summon rush was 300 points, which is already escalating value. So previously, the previous Titan summon events were only worth 250 points usually. So the last one for this Tormin event was actually 300 points. So we see here that the champion chase is now 350 points. However, they are gating the higher level snow points behind a very large commitment. So basically, if you have skipped a big event previously, you can make it up. However, they're going to definitely ring you, like put you through the ringer, right, for you to get it. With that being said, if you skip the summon rush and you landed on the champion chase, hopefully you have some shards to commit to the champion chase, and in some cases champion chase is more desirable to spend shards on. It's a little bit easier to accumulate points because you can pull mystery shards and they'll be worth something. Same thing with smaller ancient shards, which are easier to get. So you can definitely plan around it, but just a word of warning, some of these events are definitely punishing you for missing or skipping events. Similar to how this winter's path is set up, the early points are actually okay. However, the big points at the top, if you want to get all of these because you missed points earlier, it's going to cost you a pretty hefty chunk here. So just something to keep in mind, especially since we're probably going to get lined up for another summon rush on the 15th, and in this one we're probably going to get lined up with the fusion. If you guys watched my previous video, I expect a fusion to be on the 15th. That means I expect some news early next week about the fusion. Just speculation on my part, but it makes total sense to me. You guys can check out the video if you guys are interested in my reasonings. But in this video, I'm going to do some polls. We're going to go for the low-hanging fruit, because I did participate in the summon rush. So I actually haven't missed much snow points so far. I missed 50 because I fell asleep during the first training event, and I missed it by literally like half a section or something. But I'm gonna go for low-hanging fruit here, 1650, and then if I get lucky or whatever, I'll go for this legendary book, which is actually really good value, 2700. I'm definitely gonna skip this 200, and for the winter's path, I'm definitely skipping the higher end points and just going for the low ones. So I can't afford to skip some of these points. However, I know not everyone will have that level of flexibility, especially if you miss the first summon rush. So let's jump into some polls here. So I actually have prepared, like the best thing about chase is that you can obviously save up fragments, and then this can be done very easily for me. However, I usually only use this for really dire situations. Right now I'm in a pretty good situation. I have lots of shards and stuff. This is my second account. I have lots of shards on this account, so I'm not too worried about spending ancients, especially 2x ancients, great value for them. Even if you miss, you can build up your mercy. So broad maul, I actually have a couple broad mauls here set up, so I have 2. So this is another kind of old school strategy. You just save these rares and then level them up in your spare time, leave them in your vault, and then use them for these champion chases, especially if you're low on shards. So I don't mind using up the broad mauls here. So they're worth 350 points each, so I got 2 of them, so that's 700 points. So I really only need 950 points from this champion chase just to collect these first 150 snow points. So it's going to be very easy on this account. So let's do a 10 pull and then see what happens. I'm just going to double check my mercy here. And it doesn't really matter. My mercy is 118. You know, it's getting up there, but it's not really, you know, critical or critical that I want to save my mercy for, like, you know, 1+1 or anything like that. I do actually want to save my mercy for 1+1, but it is what it is. Let's do 10 pop. Let's see what happens. And if we get 950, then we're done. We get 340, so we're not done. That kind of sucks. 340 kind of sucks. So I think I'm going to pull one at a time. And then we're looking for 600 points here. So this is kind of how you like min-max your shard points or whatever, right? Obviously you can pull like mysteries and stuff just to min-max it even more. We're at 360, so we're looking for 600 points still. If we pull a legendary, we'll be pretty happy. I say that like we're gonna get one, but usually this is the case. I mean, hey, is 2x on, guys? Like, give me an epic. Give me an epic. Save me from spending so many shards here. Wow, look at this. This is total nonsense here. I think I'm 17 shards deep. I pulled one epic. Sorry guys for the single pulls. I should have just pulled a 10, right? We have another account to pull, so. Alright, let's go. Really? Is this thing on? Is 2x on right now? Yo, I got one epic. I got one epic so far. Let me check the point. Alright, so I did pull just 20 shards and I only got 400 points. So that's really, really bad RNG. It's been 16 ancient since my last epic. If I can pull an epic here, I can probably stomach pulling like mystery shards afterwards. But like, okay, there's an epic. Alright. Pretty not good in terms of return. So I'll top it up with the mystery shards. We're doing training event anyways for the Titan event, so it's fine. We'll do mystery shards after. Let's hop onto my main account and we'll do some pulls there. Alright, before I jump into that, I just want to show you guys maybe something of interest. So I pulled up some details on the old Titan event for UDK. There was no Titan Chase event for Wukong. I think Wukong was some kind of Hero's Path event or something, but for Champion Chase for the UDK Soul, the UDK Titan event, it was this is the Champion Chase reward structure. So you can see here you got the 200 snow points at 2500 instead of 150 at 1650. The negative about this reward structure is that the negative about our current reward structure is that 150 snow points takes up 2 reward slots. So we could have had 30 gems, we could have had energy, we could have had a 1-day XP. Instead, you know, they took both of those away, and then they gave us a mortal soulstone here. And I guess at 1550 we could have had a immortal soulstone. But yeah, anyways, it is what it is. The overall price of this, I think it's probably in line with how much each of these snow coins cost, but it's just interesting to see how they're changing up their reward structure. So like I said, the first book is 3,000. Our book here is 2,700, which is a good deal, and then the higher book is 5,500, which is pretty standard. But just something of interest. Let's jump into the pulls here. So similar situation here. Okay, I thought I had some broad moths here, but I actually don't. It's really like I have so many of these guys, but I have none of this girl here. So yeah, anyways, no broad moths in this count, so I have to make it up with the ancient and the mystery shards. I guess I could pull, you know, something here, just top it up. I have a couple epics or whatever, but we'll probably go with the ancient shards here. I don't really want to pull too much on this. It's getting kind of like trying to build this back up. I do have some gems that I could spend for shards, but I don't really want to do that. Only in desperate situations. But we'll pull some here. I don't really want to, I don't feel like pulling mystery shards right now. Like I just bought some space in champion slots, and it's already full, so I need to manage my account a little bit more efficiently. But so I just want to just pull some ancients and get it over with. Let's see what happens here. In terms of overall mercy, sorry, I just want to check my mercy here. We're 85, so here we're 85 since our last one was Astrolith. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's get into it. So we're looking for 1650, 340 to start. It's not really good. I don't know if this 2x is on. It's definitely not making out for exciting shard pulls, but this is the reality. Well, we got something decent here. Maybe a couple epics. 1 epic, 2, 3 epics. Cool. So we're 500 short. Yeah, we need 500. All right, we need 500. We could do it with, let's do one at a time then. We could do it 2 epics, or we can do 1 epic or 1 legendary. That would be good. Legendary. Let's do it. Come on, let's for the video. Nope, we're just gonna do blues. This is just min-maxing. I mean, we could probably just go with mystery shards now. But I really don't want to pull mystery shards. I don't know. I'm just getting kind of lazy. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? It's just laziness. But also the mystery shards are always useful. So I just pulled 25 ancients already. Alright, come on. 25. I'm going to stop at the first epic or legendary, I think. So far, nothing. Alright. You gotta get me here. This is actually a little bit disappointing, but it's okay. About expected. So I pulled 30 ancients. Didn't really get much here. Gonna stop at the first epic, I think. There we go. Alright, 31. Pulled 31 ancients, and then we should be good for the champion chase, just with some mystery shards at the end here. 1650. Skipping the first book, yeah, we're 140 points out. So skipping the first book feels kind of bad, but I do feel like our position in terms of shards is a little bit low. So I do want to prepare for the upcoming summon rush for next week. I think it's going to be a big one, and I think anyone that's going to participate in both the Fusion and the Titan event will need to participate next week. So just be prepared for that. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys got something good. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.